here right away. That's fun. So yeah, we're starting with a Plat DPS. I actually don't know why you play even put it. Let's see how you do that.
Traveling to Dorado. Ready for battle.
So you're playing Genji. Genji's gonna get a buff. Seemingly gonna get a buff, which is gonna make him pretty good actually. If the experimental patch does go through.
Ready for battle.
So that's gonna be nice. He's not gonna be meta again, I don't think, but he's gonna be really good. Like, he was meta when his damage was 30 per shuriken, and it's gonna be 29. So he's pretty close. But they're gonna nerf Dragon Blade too, so that's gonna be fun. I think Dragon Blade Dash, even with Nano, it's not gonna be able to one-shot people with 250 HP, which is the biggest thing. It's like gonna be 120 plus 50% is 60, plus 75. 35, yeah, 255. He could just barely, with Nano, kill people with 250 HP, so he's no longer going to be able to do that. And I think that's the biggest part of the Blade nerf. Careful about the McCree. Okay, you go back to healing, which is fine. The experimental, you can shotgun melee and headshot, yeah. I think that's like a really big threshold for Genji. I think that's a... Overall, I feel like the experimental, if it goes through, it's gonna be like a big buff to Genji. Because he's still gonna be able to kill 200 HP people with Nano Blade anyway. Careful, you are standing in the open a lot. Okay, this is not bad. Like, your team's still moving the payload, which is solid. Don't right click to the window. Because you can see that they just get stuck. Just left click to the window. Let's see. You can kill that Junkrat. He's slow enough that you can just... Okay, good deflect, but that McCree is silly. But you could have killed that Junkrat. Hold on, I want to go back and look at the Junkrat. Like, you can see his HP at this point, right? So you see he's like 100 HP. You can definitely kill someone at 100 HP. Just dash at the Junkrat, right? You just dash, which is a very long cooldown. Right click him, and he's just dead. You don't even need to melee him. You can melee him, but... Like, dash melee alone does 80 damage, and the Junkrat is 100. So, a single shot landing, 96. Any shot landing would have killed him. Like, if you see someone low, that's definitely a good thing to just go on them with Genji. Even if it costs you dash, because if you kill them, which is very likely, you could get the dash reset, right? Good deflect, good dash. You should have right click before dashing that. You can kill this Ana. Nice. You can kill the McCree. Are you gonna kill the McCree? Okay, you don't kill the McCree. Back. Right click before dash. Like, he's got no way of cancelling the dash anymore, right? Like, he doesn't have stun. You did a really good job deflecting the stun, but then you just dash immediately. Like, what's he gonna do about it? Right? Like, you can just cancel the deflect, because you can cancel the deflect now. Right click his head and then dash through him to kill him. Instead of just dashing and he's like very full HP because Ana. You still kill the Ana though, which is a really good pick. You jump a little. Then you dash. You should have double jumped again. No, you did try to double jump again. Use the walls through a little bit. Then you die. You click dash too fast. Okay. Oops, that's not you. And then the Ana gets rest because she died. Overall, I feel like you're doing okay, but you're definitely not doing enough damage. Partly because you got poked out when you poked out of cover a lot, you were in the open rather than in cover. Like, you kept doing this, like being here and shooting at them, and McCree kept poking you. Instead, you should have been like crouching here and shoot, like poking from... Oh, going too far. Like crouching here and poking left and right from here. If you wanted to do poke damage. Or left clicking through the window rather than right clicking. It's not a huge deal. Like, Genji's whole point is obviously not spamming. He's not a poke character, but any damage you can do will help you charge the blade faster. Genji's clearly just a He's a really good follow-up tool for dive, but he's mostly just a blade machine. So a little bit of that, also a little bit of going for the right opportunities. Like, your job is to secure those kills, and when you just don't secure the Junkrat kill after hitting him, or don't secure the McCree kill after deflecting, it's like you're doing really good at starting the things, like the actions, the fights, your plays, but not really good at finishing them. Mostly because I just feel like you're just... good kill. Very... rushed in your actions. Like, you're just doing whatever you can as soon as you say it. This is it. You're dead. Oh, it's not coming for you. Okay. You die anyway. But like right here. Right-click Diana. You just dash through her. Right? You right-click, dash through her. Just right-click once. It's not gonna kill her right now. Unless you get like a ton of headshots. You do a little damage, but... you should have just like stayed here. Right-click. And when you see she's low, then you go for the dash. Because you just committed dash and you didn't get the reset. Right? It's basically the same thing, and then you turn around and you don't manage to kill her. It's basically the same thing I said earlier. Just, you're rushing too much. You're just in front of me, right-click dash, which is... it's a good combo, especially on someone who's slow, but in this case, no one was slow, and then you are left without dash for your exit. That said, you do have blade now, almost. It has been a little longer than you should have. But it's okay. Like, you could have gotten in maybe 30 seconds earlier at most. So. But that's not the point I want to make, right? Like, yeah, you could be spamming, you could be getting blade a little earlier, but the picks that you missed could have won you fights. And you just missed them. Stop crouching, like... sorry, not stop crouching. Stop crouch spamming. Because while you're crouched, he cannot actually shoot you, like. But then you keep crouch spamming, which just gets you shot. Stop playing it. Worse. Stop playing the open, like. The biggest things are definitely just you're playing in the open too much. Like, yeah, like, you should be saving your dash, you're playing too fast. And I feel like this is a consequence of that as well. Like, you trying to play too fast, you're just going in the open without thinking and shooting at whatever you can see. No, you should, like, stay here, shoot from long range until you can secure a kill or secure a good engagement. Rotate around to get a good position, right? Like, you should come back here again where you can shoot, like, the Mercy, the Junkrat, the Ana. You can maybe deflect if the Junkrat tries to shoot at you. Then you can rotate through the window, or you can just hard engage if you see an opportunity. I feel like that's the biggest thing. You're just going too fast for your own good. While sometimes playing a little slow is good, like especially when your team is setting up and you don't have a really good opportunity to go in. Like, why are you here right now? It's all gonna come down to things like this. Like, you being here right now is not doing enough. Because if you were like Hanzo, you would be doing a lot more here, right? If you were, I don't know, any longer range hero, you'd probably be getting more value by being here. But you're not. You're Genji, so you should be like up here, maybe here trying to chase the McCree. Maybe you could climb with your monkey when your monkey goes in and then try to chase the McCree. Not by yourself though, like you're going by yourself into Zarya and McCree. Your monkey's in. You go for the blade. That's good. Diana was right there. Did you not see Diana? She's right there. You hear the nade behind you. I heard the nade behind you. And you saw her there again. You just missed her again. Okay, they counter you pretty hard too. Like, they do invest a lot of resources into you. Like they use Flax, they use High Noon, they use Valkyrie. So it's not a worthless engagement. You do get some resources out of them, but just go on Diana. And again, this is just going too fast. I feel like that's going to be the whole review. Like, you're not doing terribly, but you're just going too fast, and it's costing you really good opportunities. So your monkey goes in, you get nanoed, and because you get nanoed, you just go. Right? You just dash, you don't even dash up. Like, again, usually you want to dash up to get one of the biggest reasons, in my opinion, to dash up is that you actually get to look for a second while you pull the blade out and then decide who you go on. But you just go to whatever is in front of you and you just pull the blade. Yeah, the plan did block the line of sight a little bit, but it's fine. You could have heard the knight too, but it's mostly just that if you had dashed up, you would have seen her. If you had not gone immediately and taken like a second, not of course not an actual second, but like a moment to look around, like you pull out the blade and as soon as your dash is back in, you are like, okay, I'm going for mercy, and that's it. Whereas if you just take a moment, you can be like, okay, well, who else is available? And then you just go for the Junkrat because the mercy's out and Flax wins the fight. I like this. I do like this. Like, just even though you use both of your cooldowns, you're protecting your McCree while he's high nooning, which is actually pretty good. He even got a kill out of it. Decent dash, not the best, but decent. Take the high ground again, just, and I'm gonna come back to this. While you're standing in the open, just take a moment and do this. Like, you had the time to do it earlier too, you just are going for it a lot of the time. Like, good dash, here, right? Just climb back up. Just climb the wall, shoot down at them. So you just walk back into the open. Good nade. That's a good try to, yeah, really good attempt to follow up. Really good follow up, just overall. That's your job. You can just go kill the Widow. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's not that good, but it's fine. You chase the Widow off. Which is, again, your job is not killing the Widow all the time. If you just chase the Widow out, that's good enough. You're doing good though. Like, overall, I definitely feel like it's not like you are having major problems. You just need to think a little bit more. Which is gonna sound mean, but you're just going too fast for your own good. And I don't mean just stay on a single spot and think for like a whole 5 seconds. But just take like a moment, a small moment to think. Yeah. Could have deflected that 5 strike actually. I don't hate this engagement, but it's not really that good. You do almost kill the Zarya though, like that's good, but you're basically by yourself. If anyone was with you, you would have killed the Zarya. You don't see the tie yet. That monkey's dead. That monkey's not dead? He barely survived. Okay. You're standing in the open. Like, this is what I mean when I say think, right? You just see the enemy and you shoot the enemy. And you are doing like decent mechanic stuff like double jumping, wall climbing, trying to be very hard to hit, which is fine, and doing some damage. But you could be doing even more if you just take the high ground, go over here, right? Don't just stay here. Like right on down mid in front of all of them. So I'll cut you a little bit of slack because you are the only one on the payload. So I'll cut you a little bit of slack. It's not your job to be on the payload, clearly. Good deflect, really good deflect. Honestly, just go for it. Just go for it. Just go for it. Dash up. I know you have Nano Blade. You even used McCree just now. You don't even need Nano. You've got McCree. Just go for it. This is such an easy fight to win if you just go for it. This is the one time where I'm like, just go for it. Yeah, that's good. See what I mean though? Like, if you dash up and look down, you can just choose what to go on rather than just dashing forward. You can literally see everything and be like, okay, yeah, Diana's right here. I need to be careful about the McCree because he's gonna try to flashbang me. Jangra, if you get Nano especially, it's not a big deal. You got the Zarya? Okay, you know what? That was really good. I thought you were going on the Zarya, but you dropped on the Zarya and dashed through them. That's actually really good. Oh, I was back. I thought you were just going for the Zarya, but you dropping to try to dash is pretty good. You should be careful because McCree could have stunned you. Does he have stun? He does, so he could have stunned you, right? But it's still pretty good, and then you just get the stash double kill. Yep. And again, your mechanics are pretty good. You just kill them all. Good job.
Enemy in my sights.
Good deflect. And I will say the biggest reason to deflect Reinhardt is not that it gives you a little ult charge, it's denying the Reinhardt ult charge, right? Fire Strike is the best way for Reinhardt to get shattered faster, and you deflecting Fire Strikes gives your Rein a very big advantage on ult charge. Just helping your team. You can go, you can definitely go on that. Oh, he's alive. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Nice. Deflect the grab? Are you gonna deflect the grab? She's about to grab, I guarantee it. Nice! It's not a big deflect, right? You only get the Zarya, but still really good. You lose the fight anyway, but yeah. Let's go back. Let's look at why you lose the fight. Well, 2 of your teammates die. That's why you lose the fight. You go on the shoulder. It takes you a little bit longer than you should have because you miss. You miss the first dash, but then you do kill him. You run his death though, and that's the problem. Does he get slapped mid shatter? No, he doesn't. No, he just goes by himself into 5 people. Okay, well, doesn't matter. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. But good job deflecting the grab. And getting the kill, honestly. That's just reset, yeah. Unfortunate because it was a very winnable fight, but it's okay. The only thing I'll say you could have done better is just hit your dash right away. Which, again, it's just a matter of taking a moment to make sure it's going high up, high enough to get you to the high ground. But doing some damage is okay. You should be looking to take the high ground though. Good. Okay. Not good. No, it's okay. That's on me too, but I didn't see the soldier above you either. Yeah, it's okay. And contesting the high ground is something you can do as Genji that not everyone in your team can do, so I'm fine with you trying to go for it. And I said you should, because that's what Genjis do.
I will not falter.
I think that's okay too, like your team was going in, you just got deleted. Now, though, knowing that there's 3 people on the high ground, right? They're Mercy, Soldier, and McCree, you could go for a different way to the high ground. Like, just come inside, get you the high ground to inside, and then you can either shoot at them from here, shoot at them from here, right? You can still go on the high ground. You don't have to give up on the high ground just because you can't climb the most obvious way. Okay, Soldier gets 2. And this is why you should be contesting the high ground, right? Like, Soldier on the high ground, this is very good. Good deflect, but we should not have engaged in this fight. Like, your monkey jumping in when we're down like 3 people is silly. It's quite literally only you and monkey on this icon. And your team was coming back. I'll not be surprised if your monkey dies here, because he just went so far without any support. Don't dash into the front line, that's not a good thing. Careful with the Hinion. Yep. Unfortunate, but you've got Valkyrie, so you can still go for it with Valkyrie. Stopping on the front line. Yeah. You should have gone for it because there were only like 5 seconds left, but otherwise I'm okay with you. Like, if it had not been like very late into overtime, you keep it. But Mercy popped Valkyrie and you were like kind of in a good position, so you could have dashed up and tried to go for it, but you may get to do it anyway. You need to go for it though. Like, it's overtime. Just go for it. Yeah, you very like you let Urana die. Like, you took so long that Urana died, and that's probably why you couldn't get here. And you should have used it earlier for sure. Mercy touches. Mostly, like, again, the biggest thing is just think a little, because you keep doing this, right? This is what I see you do every single fight, except the one where you jumped in with the monkey. And the one where you try to take high ground and die. Just go another way. Climb up here. Just climb here. Go that way. Go inside. Climb inside. Go behind them. Shoot behind them. Right? This is very predictable. You just keep doing this. And they've got like a Reinhardt, Sari, and McCree soldier. If you just go this way, it's gonna get a lot of damage this way. Just think for a moment, because you're just doing that thing of, oh, people here, I shoot people. You play Kree on defense. Kree is easy to play. When you're playing Kree, you don't have to worry so much about taking different angles, contesting the high ground. You just move with your Rhine. Maybe take the high ground and keep on the high ground. But if your Rhine is help, you just stay behind your Rhine and shoot things.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Right.
Stop the payload.
And they do have a Pharah, which is really good because you have triple hit scan. And the pocket. Unless their Pharah is like really good. Good headshot. Now is when you can go, like, I know I said you can just stay near your Rhine, but you can be near your Rhine and shoot from here too. Like, you can peek from this window because there's a Sigma shield on your face. You could also just break the Sigma shield, like just right click, roll right click, behind the Rhine, while you're behind the Rhine shield. I think both are fine, but you need to go for one of those. Good, really good kill from your Mercy. But here's the thing, right? Like, this Pharah, if we didn't get this pick especially, but good shot, has a lot of time while you're just holding here and they're breaking your Rhine shield. Like, your Rhine shield is very low. So you either have to break their shield to make sure we have the resource advantage, or like shoot people. Shoot people, right? That's a really good kill though from your Ash. Like, you get one shot on their Pharah, but it's like you are very worried about this Pharah, and you are doing nothing else basically. That's my point. I know there's a Pharah, but you can do something else. You actually use the tool. Do you get rest? You get rest. Just don't. I know there's a Pharah, but this is not your only concern, right? Like, it's not only you in your team that can contest the Pharah. You don't have to worry only about the Pharah. Especially because she's actually a lot better than you at contesting the Pharah. You are a lot better at, like, putting a ton of pressure on other people. Anyone else. Than Ash, at least. Stun right click is good. Roll and right click again. Idea was good, but it was a little late. Your Rhine died, like, by the time you went for your Zarya, your Rhine had lost so many resources, he was dead. And again, I feel like if you just didn't go for the Pharah, if you just thought, hey, Ash can contest the Pharah, Baptiste can also shoot at the Pharah if we have to, I can shoot at the Pharah if I see her easy, but you don't need to always be keeping track of the Pharah, like, your crosshair on where she's gonna be. You can just shoot at other things. It's a matter of, again, just thinking a little bit of, how can I get the most value? It's not by looking at the direction of the Pharah. Good shooting. You have the time, you should go take the high ground. It will make it a lot easier to kill the Pharah. But also this, right? Like, you did a lot of damage to this guy and now he's gonna be forced away. So, and you know what? I'll take it back. Like, your Ashe can take the high ground without using a cooldown, by using a cooldown only, so. You could take the high ground, because high ground isn't only you can contest the Pharah, you can also shoot down at everything else around the shields. But if you thought you didn't have time, that's okay. I don't think you had time, but... Just hang on this. Just hang on, okay, good. That Sigma is so dead. Click. Oh, you should move. You can move while high nooning. Like, you just move to the right so you get more people. Instead you're moving to the left. And you get no one for it. No, actually you do get 2 people. Really good still. But you could have cancelled the flags too. And save your Baptiste. Wait, he's gonna go rest, right? No, the Rash can rest. Okay. But this is a 1-5 at this point. It should be a 1-5. Yeah, good kill. You're securing kills when you get stance to, or trying to with the right click, which is good. We should have shattered that, but it's okay. Just kill the soldier. You should have killed that soldier. You just forgot about him. Good kill, but now you're in a really bad position. Don't fight this, just run away. Okay, your team is with you, solid. Overall, though, you're doing pretty good. Like, outside of those moments where you just go for things and don't think, you're doing pretty good. But I don't think we win this, yeah. They don't have that much to go. I also don't love this. Like, this is... Are you trying to take the high ground this way? Oh, if you had... Good kill. You did not know she was that low. But what I was gonna say is that if you want to take the high ground, this is usually better. Because from here you can already shoot the enemy. This worked out. But like, if you are already here, doing this takes you longer than just doing this. Not that much longer, but takes you longer, and also like from here you can get value, you can have a good idea of the fight. You did kill that Mercy though, like that was pretty good. Good job getting the mini. Really bad rush from their Pharah, so you kill their pharmacy. Go the other way, yeah. Go get the Mega. Go get the Mega. Go get the Mega. You have 4 HP. You need to go get the Mega. I know the Rhine is feeding, but you should have gone. You should have gone to the Mega, I'll be honest. Because they only have like 3 people left. And you have like 3 people, plus you coming back in 2 seconds later if you got the Mega. Good shot. You did miss that headshot. But this should be a 1-5. Now they got Widow, no more Pharah. You tunnel visions because your healers were there. Like, that's okay, but just get the Mega. 90% of the time, 99% of the time, you just don't chance it, because before you got healed, like, if anyone had gotten a shot on you, you would have just died. Like, there's so many things that could have healed you here. A random Sarah right click, a shot from Ana, like this Ana could have killed you so easily. She was just focusing on healing the Reinhardt, rather than actually shooting you while you come in. Just get them. Too long, don't read, just read the Mega. Get the Mega. Especially when you go back... Oh my god, my throat. when you are so close to it, right? It's only gonna take you like a second, maybe two to get it. So yeah. McCree is easy to play, just play behind the Rhine, this is fine. They no longer have a fire either. You should watch out because I think there's a soldier on your left. He was not in main, so I was like, he's gotta be flanking. But your brother's got it. You tried. I'll give you points. Hang on this, literally just hang on it. No sleep, barely any shield, just hang on. You also have your Rhine protecting you. Good roll, actually. Again, another opportunity where you can just hang on, just to create space for your supports and for your brother to come back to the fight. Instead you go all the way back, which isn't bad, but like you need to create space. The winning box is right here. Good rest, actually. Careful. This is a bad time to make this rotation. Like, this is a long rotation and you just took yourself out of the fight for like a whole 15 seconds and your team just died for it. And then there's a Widow. Good kill on the Widow. Kill the Mercy! It's a very long rotation. You shouldn't have done it. It almost worked. It almost worked. Like, you killed the Widow. I think if you had killed the Mercy, you would have maybe won this fight. And this is also a bad decision, by the way. Going for this high noon with 12 HP is really risky. Like, you should have died immediately here. I don't know why you don't go for the Mercy. You even look at the Mercy and you go, no. Why? By the way, and I'll show you this in a moment. Oh, did you try to do the click then sweep left? Because that's what I was gonna show you. You thought she would fly back? Okay, no. But you could have, like, hold on. How far in are we? 30 minutes, let's finish and then I'll show you something. You got Genji to come back faster. That's fine. Your Sombra is really good, by the way. You should have gone Sombra to come back faster. Maybe you don't want to play Sombra on rank though, which I can understand. Good dash, good kill. Careful about the Widow, but yeah, this is just lost fight. Just lost fight. You don't want to rely on the team, that's fair. And you lose. I feel like, again, the biggest thing is definitely just take that extra small moment to think. So that you can be like, okay, am I doing the right thing? Because your mechanics are pretty decent, your decision making is not bad, but you definitely, like, sometimes you're just going for things that are clearly not the ideal thing to do or even a good thing. And I feel like it's mostly just because you are not giving yourself time to do anything. You're just going for whatever you see. So let me get, like, I don't know. Who was it? Mercy? Let's get Mercy. So if you got someone caught with the Deadeye, you can do this. I didn't kill both of them because I didn't give myself enough time. But you can just click, click, click because of the time it takes to actually do the shot with Hainon. You can kill the person on your right and still shoot to your left if you just flick fast enough. Which, yeah, it's not the easiest thing to do, and you do need to have the skulls already, right? But you can... I missed that one. But you can definitely do it. which is, I think, what you should have done there. It's definitely a little bit more of a complex mechanic than just, you know, clicking left click, and you need really good timing for it. Like, you need to practice it to make sure you got the right timing for it. But it's definitely doable.
It's high noon. Draw.
There you go, I got all of three. It's just hard. Yeah, it definitely needs practice, but I did want to show it just in case. It's just a way of, you know what? I'm gonna prioritize getting this kill, right? This kill on the right. And then maybe I'll get this too. But it guarantees getting one kill, right? The person on the right will die. Well, if they got the skull. And then you can go for the other person too and maybe get it, right? Because you just hold until, no, this is charged, then you start going left. So this person will die anyway, and then maybe you'll get that one. Just go for it. And by the way, this can only be done from right to left. You cannot do it the other way around. Just as a note, because of the way High Noon works. But yeah, overall, I don't think... That's just a small nitpick. Of course, it's not the biggest thing, and it's not even a big thing. The biggest thing is definitely just give yourself time, because what you're doing is just, oh, something here, I'm gonna shoot at this something until, well, until I die or they die. But instead, you can be like, okay, well, instead of just shooting this thing in front of me, I'm gonna take this icon. And from this icon, I can still shoot the same thing, but I'm not in the open, right? You're in a better position. And you are giving yourself like a really good engagement as well, because from here it's gonna be really difficult to kill you. You can farm them easier. If you get pressured, you can just get off. Just walk slightly back away, and it gives you the chance of being like, oh hey, instead there's someone up here I can just kill instead. So that's what I want you to do. Just don't get entranced by what's in front of you, like, oh, someone that is here, I need to shoot at this someone. Just taking the extra small moment to be like, okay, instead of just shooting this someone, I'm gonna just double jump. You can shoot here too, then climb, and you do miss on like 1 second of shooting. But taking this position is worth that 1 second, especially when your team is not balls deep in the enemy, right? When your team is posturing and just trading damage, taking that second to take a good position will win you fights. Same for play, like, and you did this later a couple times even. You just miss it once, or you can be like, hey, I'm gonna take a moment. Okay, done. And then you go for it, right? Okay. That's mostly it though. Just give yourself the time to think, so you can actually get the most value rather than some value. Right, I'll take a 3-minute break, and then we'll be up next with Thick Win.